Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to class 9th physics. Already we learned the before chapter. So today we are going to discuss the types of forces. So there are two types of forces are there. One is balanced force and another is unbalanced force. So what is balanced force? Suppose here one object is here. Object is here. Suppose this side, in this direction, one person, suppose that person name is A, and this side another person, that person name is B. Suppose this person A applied a force 5 Newton on this body, and again the person B, that also he also applied one force, suppose that is 5 Newton also. That means both are equal force and acting, both forces are acting opposite direction. This is in this direction, this is in this direction. So in this case, that net force is how much? Net force is 5 minus 5, that is 0. That means in this case, what will happen? The body will be not removed or not moves any direction. That means in this case, because net force is 0, therefore body will not move any other. So this force is known as what is balanced force. Why? Because when equal and opposite forces are applied on a body, then net force becomes 0. So this force is known as balanced force. And another is what is unbalanced force. Unbalanced force means what is? Suppose the body is here and in this direction, suppose 10 Newton force is applied, and in this direction suppose 15 Newton force is applied. So just compare between these two forces. That means this force is greater than this force. This is 15 Newton, this is 10 Newton. So in this case, what is net force? Net force is 15 minus 10, that is 5 Newton. So in this case, net force does not become 0. That means net force become here 5 Newton. So in this case, this body will move with the direction, in the direction of greater force. Because this is the greater force, therefore this body will move in this direction. So this is known as what is unbalanced force. That means when the unequal force is applied to a body in the opposite direction, then the body will move towards the greater force. That is known as unbalanced force. So next we will discuss what is Newton's laws of motion. There are 3 laws of Newton. So first, one by one we will study. First we will study what is Newton's first law. First law of motion. Newton's first law of motion. First law states that body at rest will remain at rest, but a body in motion will remain in motion until or unless some external force is applied. This is known as what is Newton's first law. Suppose football is here. This is the playground and football is lying here. So suppose football is at rest, then until or unless we apply any external force, that football will not change its position. When we apply here force, then this football will start to change its position. Otherwise, it will remain always same. Suppose bicycle is running. One bicycle is running here. So unless we apply brake, that bicycle will continue its motion. So this is known as what is Newton's first law. So this is happened by factor. This is happened by the factor that responsible for this result. That is known as what is inertia. That means the factor that is responsible behind it. That is known as inertia. And this inertia is what is inertia is a inherent property. Inherent property of the body. Property because why? When the body, inertia is an inherent property that when the body is originate, that means when the body is originate, at that time that this inertia property is remain on the body. So this inertia of the body is not equal for all the body, because this inertia is depend upon mass. Greater the mass, greater the inertia. Greater the mass, greater the inertia. Greater the inertia. Therefore, inertia is an inherent property. It is already remain at the originate of the object, originate of the body, and it is depend upon mass. Greater the mass, greater the inertia. This is known as what is inertia. Suppose you have noticed there are three types of inertia. One is known as inertia of rest. Another is known as inertia of motion, and another is known as inertia of direction or position. Inertia of direction. That means in this case, what is inertia of rest? Inertia of rest is the property when the body is unable to change its state of rest on itself. That means itself it is not able to change its state of motion, state of rest. That is known as inertia of rest. Inertia of motion means what is? Suppose the body is moving in a motion, at that time the body is unable to change its state of motion, on its own self. Then it is known as inertia of motion. Then inertia of direction, that means suppose body is moving, that means in this case this body is unable to change its direction, on its own. That means itself, it is not able to change its direction. That is known as inertia of direction. There are three types of inertia. One is inertia of rest, inertia of motion, and inertia of direction. Then see here, one example we will take here. Suppose you have noticed that passenger in a bus fall forward when bus stops suddenly. Suppose here this is the bus and bus is moving in this direction, and passengers are sitting here. Suppose this bus is applied one force, external force, because when bus is moving in a motion, passenger inside the bus, they also moving with bus. That means they are also in a motion. When force is applied, brake is applied on bus, then bus gets stopped suddenly. That means due to inertia, because passengers are in a motion, they will think they are in a motion, otherwise they are in a motion until we are applied external force towards them. Therefore, in this case, when brakes applied, bus suddenly stop, but passengers are not stopped because passengers are in a motion. Therefore, they will fall forward. So this is known as what is the example of inertia. So thank you. Next we will study the second law of Newton's second law of motion.